Hey, here we are. Welcome live, the live stream, the Binary Masterclass live stream. We're once again here. I think that I'm getting this thing down now. I think I'm figuring out how to actually get the live stream software working so that you don't have to deal with all of my issues at the beginning. So, cool. Here we are. Welcome. Let's have some fun. The market today has been a challenging day. I'm up. Everybody in the trading room session today was up, and so that's really great. But it didn't come without its I don't want to say struggles because nobody was really like struggling, but it definitely required some real patience, watching the market, getting it, making sure we're getting into some really good spots, rather than not good spots. So that's what today was all about. I am now going to get my pricing all set up, make sure everything's good to go. It's still pretty much the same as what it was from when we had the trading room. We just finished the trading room up about 15 minutes ago, and then our next one will start in what's that, in 2.5 hours. So give me just a moment. I'm going to just make sure this is all good here. And what I'm doing is I am looking for any pair that is trading at least 80% and is not OTC. If you like trading OTCs, that's fine. Many of you know what my opinion is on them. I don't trade OTC. I know that the payouts are better, and but I just think that for me personally, there's just a little bit too much risk involved in the OTC, and yeah, so I like to be trading only the regular ones. It does I mean, I make less money on it. I make less money per trade on it. It is just the case, but it allows me to feel a little bit more secure that the market data is something that I can verify. um, and I'm not saying that any broker out there is manipulating data, but even if they were on OTC, that would be perfectly ethical to do because they tell you that it is internal data. So that it's not even really manipulation in that regard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and bring that up. You should start seeing that real quick now. We got some people showing up here. Go ahead and write into the chat, like where you're from, where you're watching from. Definitely want to make sure I'm seeing who's all here because I can only see the number of people here. I can't actually see who's here. So I want to make sure that I can do that. And you can see here over in my screen, you see $514.12 in my account there. And if you look at the end of yesterday's live stream, you see it's the exact same number. No deposits, no withdrawals, no extra trades. You're seeing every single thing happening here as it happens so that nobody has to feel like anything is being manipulated or whatever, which we do know tends to happen in the YouTube world. Okay, cool. So let's see what we've got. And like I said, the market's been a bit challenging, but let's see what this euro dollar is doing down here. You just see it going all the way up, even kind of pushing past levels, then coming all the way back down, clearly breaking past levels. The market is just really not, it's not, levels are just not really being respected. They're not really being watched. The reason for that oftentimes has to do with the fact that institutions seem to be controlling the market. And when institutions are controlling the market, they are not looking at, especially on shorter time frames, they are not looking at support and resistance levels. They have a job to do. Their job is to move money around, to make sure their books balance and make sure all of the stuff happens that are supposed to be happening on large, large, large bank levels, on that kind of a scale. And so as a result, levels that you and I might be looking at as smaller traders, really doesn't matter what size your account is. You could have $100 account, you could have $100,000 account. You and I are still considered small traders in the whole world of trading. And so they're not looking at those same criteria that we're looking at because they need to just move their money around there. So that's what's going on. Not seeing anyone write into the chat today. Maybe my chat thing is broken. Are you guys, anyone there? I mean, I see that people are watching, but anyone actually there? All right, so we got pound dollar. That's starting to move down. You can see the pound dollar is nicely coming down to these previous levels. I'm not gonna trade off of those. Let's just see if that comes down to a level that I can get behind and possibly take a trade on. Euro dollar doing very much the same thing as the pound dollar. Have this level down here that I'd be very interested in. You can see here even the previous levels, these previous resistances, they are more than likely going to become new support right here. Again, I'm not going to trade off of them because I don't like to do that style in binary trading, binary option trading. But that is that's what's kind of happening right there. All right. What do we got? Zane Luba. Hello, Zane Luba. Good afternoon to you as well. I don't know. Have you guys seen the movie? I'm just going to talk a little bit like while I'm just kind of waiting here. Have you seen the movie Spirited? It's a Christmas movie that you can only find on Apple TV. Have you guys seen that movie? Lisa, hey, good to see you, Lisa. Because there's this part in that movie where they are where they turn good afternoon into like a swear word, into like, you know, being rude to someone. And it's so rude, you know, to say. And so, you know, Zane, when you're saying good afternoon to me, that's just what that reminds me of. If you've not seen that movie, it is the funniest Christmas movie I have ever seen. It is absolutely hysterical. So you definitely have to watch that movie. It's with Will Ferrell and who else? Who else is that with? I can't remember right now. You've not seen that movie. You have to watch it. It is so funny. Okay, hey, what's this Aussie Frank doing right here? Look at this Aussie Frank. Aussie Frank is coming down to a support level. I don't like how often the support level's been touched, but I think I'm going to take it if it gets down there a little bit more. And I don't like the lower high that's coming down into the support level. And but okay, and I'm going to get right there. Okay, I am in that. I am in that trade. You can see here my strike price is at 5.7. It's bouncing off my strike price. Moving on up. See what happens here now. This candle's closing now, so let's see what happens. And okay, it's coming back down with the open of the new candle, but there is a bit of buying pressure, a bit of buying power coming in, but it is getting sold off pretty quickly. You've got 30 seconds left on this trade. My confidence level is not the highest with this, to be honest, but let's see if my confidence level is going to make a difference. Fortunately, the market doesn't care about my confidence level. It does whatever it does, so maybe it will still work out in my benefit despite having not the highest level of confidence in it. It's right at my strike price. Little bit down. Come on, pop back up there. Pop back up there. Oh, and come on. Okay, it's out. Oh, no. Okay, I did end up losing that. All right, and you can see it's starting to push down below that level. All right, so let's just see what else we can find here. What's EuroCAD doing down here? That's actually, EuroCAD's actually looking pretty interesting there. But I want to make sure that I'm getting into some good trades here because the market's already a challenging market enough right now. So to get into anything that's less than ideal is just really not smart. Okay, euro dollar is coming down, and there. I just got into euro dollar right there as it for a second entry. One tick off that bottom, I believe it is. Yeah, one tick off the bottom. It's a pretty strong downward move, so that could also come back to bite me, but it's a good level. It's a good level. I've got 42 seconds left. It is responding kind of how I would like. I would like a little bit more upward movement, but it's okay. It's kind of floating there. So there's a lot of just kind of like indecision happening. But let's see what happens here. If we are going to get this, I would have liked to have had that very bottom. Got 20 seconds left. There we go. See that floating type action going on. So it's just like, it's almost like it wants to kind of lift up because there are just people who kind of are wanting to buy into that. Got 6 seconds, 5, 4. Oh, don't give me a last minute loss. 2, 1. All right, great. There's the win. We can basically just stop right there. We can basically just stop right there. Okay, so I got that win. That's great. Nice. So, oh, you're from South Africa. Awesome. Awesome, Zane. All right, well, we got the win there, guys. We just stopped the, what do we do now? That's the quickest we've gotten our win in the in the live streams. I guess we just stop. I'm not going to place another trade because I mean the market's honestly the market's just a little bit challenging, so I kind of want to stay a bit out of the market. You can also see here, let's see, you can see here euro dollar bounced really quite nicely off of that. You can also see euro CAD bounced off very nicely off of its really good level there. So lots of good stuff. I mean, Aussie yen, not that I would really be interested in trading that anyway, but you can see that's coming down to a support level. What I don't like about it is that we have this move up and we get this very clear lower high right there that could cause it to ultimately weaken this area and maybe start moving back down. So that's the stuff to kind of be aware of there. What's Aussie Frank doing here? We're just going to go through and look at a few charts. Yeah, you see that? You get the price coming down. And like I said, I didn't really care for that lower high. This is the trade that I took earlier, isn't it? Yeah, that's the trade that I took earlier. And so you can see I didn't like that lower high. My confidence level wasn't real high in it. And I really kind of just barely lost it. Had I taken it a second or two earlier, then I probably would have gotten the win. But look, see how it's just starting to really move down. And that's what I was a bit nervous about. And that's why I said, oh, confidence level isn't that great. And it ultimately, you know, like I said, started going down. So that's the euro pound. If we take a look here, euro pound gets this beautiful slowing momentum type action there. Starts to make some higher lows, and then starts breaking through these resistances to get some kind of either a corrective pattern or a bit of a reversal or something. So those are the things to definitely be watching for. Slowing momentum is a very important, very key concept to understand. I actually do have a YouTube video that I did make mention of that and teach a little bit about it as well. And of course, in the trading room, we do talk about that. You know, here's a pretty good looking trade setup that's coming right here. I mean, I'm not telling you guys to take that trade by any stretch of the imagination, but this is a trade that I would maybe consider taking. I mean, this is a really great level. It's looking good. Okay, now it's just tap that area. I might even just take that trade. It's overshot it. It's overshot it, and I'm going to go into it. I actually am going to take this trade. I don't like that it overshot it. I don't like it because of just kind of how much movement there is in the market, but let's just see what's going to happen here. Let's just see what we might be able to get out of this. I'm now back in the money there. It is looking pretty good. I'm a bit vulnerable here though. You know, there's always that famous thing. It's like, oh, you just decide to take one more trade and that's what ends up hurting you. So let's see what happens here. This is, come on. Okay, I'm at the money now. I'm break even. Let's even just open this up so you guys can see. Okay, I'm in profit there. Oh, out of profit, in profit, at the money, out of profit, in profit. Now it's moving up. Stay up there, stay up there. Got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and there's the win. Yes. Cool. I feel like a sports player. I feel like I'm playing sports right now. All right, cool. So, great. Well, I mean, let's just leave it at that. I mean, this is what we do in the trading room every day, guys. This is what we do. We take the trades, we look for the good trades, we get the wins, and then move on. My job here is to make everything as absolutely easy for you as possible. I'm not here to tell you what to do, what to trade, but definitely making all of the education as good, as clear as possible. and just really making it to where you actually have a real chance of being successful, and not like throwing these really cool recorded videos on YouTube. Oh, look at that thing go now. Watching these really cool recorded videos, and then you actually get into the room and everything stinks. You know, I want you to see exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, and so you can actually see if this is a true fit for you. Because not everything is a good fit for everyone, but I think this is a good fit. I think that you know, we've created the training to be very, very clear, high quality, well recorded videos, and we make sure that whatever questions people have, we answer them like crazy fast. And and in the trading room, we let you know what we're looking at before we get into them, so that you can then decide if that's a good trade for you, and you have as much of a chance to be able to win as possible. And you know, and it just really becomes a good community. It really just becomes a good way to learn and make money at that. And I think it, you know, $49 a month for basic, you know, you can easily make that in a month, and really in a day. And there's many people who are even making the $199 a month for premium session in a day, or 2 days, or a week, or something like that. So lots of really good stuff going on there with that. I just really want to kind of say, hey, check it out. I think that you'll like it. I think that you'll find that it's something different than what you've experienced so far. I genuinely believe that you're going to find it to be different. I don't want to sound too arrogant. I don't want to come across like, hey, we're awesome and nobody else is, because that's, of course, not the case. We are awesome, and so are other people. I think that you're going to find it to be different. And so, you know, and there's a really cool thing coming up that is going to be free for you, that I'm actively working on now, and I think that you'll like that. And I think on that note, let's leave this here. We've got 2 trades in today. And that's kind of cool. And look at this. Let me just put this up here real quick. This is crazy. Look at this thing go. That's that trade that we took, that pound franc. That is just taking off. Cool. All right. Well, on a nice taking off note like this with the pound franc, we will leave things on a high note. All right. See you guys in the next live session, and see you also in